What's good YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the sample used in 21 Savage's Redrum. To start things off, we got a blank Logic canvas right over here. We're gonna go up to our transport bar before we bring in that sample and switch that over to automatic mode. This way, once we drag in that sample, Logic will auto detect the ones and it just makes it a whole lot easier to chop up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that sample in. Here it is right here. Logic will analyze it, do its thing. The track is called Serenata do adeus and the artist name is Elza Laranjeira. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And we're gonna skip to the sample that is used on the drum section. The intro part is just literally the intro part of the sample. So it's nothing too crazy there, but let's get to that other sample. So we're gonna jump forward to bar 28 to get our first sample, and it sounds like this. All right, so that's our first sample. And then if we jump forward a little bit to bar 32, we get our second sample that we need. So all we're gonna do here is just chop up on the one right here. So we'll take a bar's length of that sample. And then we're gonna go to bar 32 and take a bar's length of that sample. All right, let's go and chop that up on the ones as well. Now, the way I like to sample is have my sample in one session and then drag it into a completely new session where that sample will be sort of chopped and screwed, if you will. But so that's the way I like to work. You can do it all in the same session, but I like to have the session saved for the sample alone and then the actual beat session as well, just so I can go back and forth if I need to. So I'm just gonna drag this down right here, and I'm gonna drag this first chop into my redrum sample session, which is 86 beats per minute, or you could double time it at 172 beats per minute. It's up to you. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our second sample chop right here and drag that into our session as well. Each of these samples is 1 bar long, so we gotta make sure that it is 1 bar long at 86 beats per minute as well. So let's bring this over to the top. So all we gotta do is zoom on in and just stretch our sample to make sure that it is set to 1 full bar. So we're gonna hold down the Option key until you see squiggly lines when your mouse is hovered over the end of the region. Click and drag to make it 1 bar in length. All right, so we got a perfect loop there. We're just gonna duplicate this over 3 times. And then for this 4th bar, we're gonna bring in this sample and we're gonna do the same thing. Let's zoom on in and make sure this is stretched out to 1 bar in length. All right, so there's our sample right there. There might be a little clicks and pops in there, so we're just gonna select all of our audio regions, go over to our more, the drop-down section, and fade in, we're gonna do 5, and fade out, we'll do 5 as well. It's not gonna be audible, the fade, to hear the fade. It's just gonna take out those clicks and pops. So altogether, it sounds like this. So now all we gotta do is take all these samples and pitch it up 2 semitones. So we can hold down the Option key and do arrow up twice, 1, 2. You can see right here, the transpose went up 2 semitones. All right, and then what we're gonna do here is just manipulate the sound a little bit. We're gonna bring in an EQ and just take some of the lows out here. And we'll boost the highs just a little bit. We'll then bring in a chorus. We'll go to modulation. Ooh, let's go to modulation chorus. There it is right there. And we'll go over to a preset to make it nice and wide, just to soften it up. And we'll bring in some reverb just to add in some space to the sample. And then if we bring in the drums, so that was a sample in 21 Savage's Redrum and how that sample was used as well. If you have any questions on this, we're going to chat in the comment section below. If you are looking for the drum samples from 21 Savage's American Dream, I put together a deconstructed kit. I'll place that link in the description box below this video as well. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.